Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Who all are new to my channel? So please subscribe it. Here is the channel name. So let's talk about today's topic is AWS Cloud9. So what is Cloud9 in the AWS service? Okay. So let's go for the first theory. Let's talk about later the documentation, everything, and answer later. Okay. So Cloud9 is an integrated development environment, or we can call it as a IDE. Okay. So if you wanted to give the example means our Visual Studio, right? So that we call it as a IDE, right? The same thing here also. They have introduced a service called Cloud9 so that we can able to use IDE. And so integrated development environment that lets you write, run, and debug your code with just a browser. Okay, normally, so you can just write a code in the uh, Cloud9 and you can just test it out. So is it working or not in the web browser also you can able to verify it. Okay. And the next point is Cloud9 IDE offers a rich code editing experience with the support for several programming languages and runtime debuggers and built-in terminal also. Okay. So there is a terminal also it is available in the Cloud9. Okay. So and our programming language, whatever we have programming languages, for example, Python, for example, Java. So there is a lot of programming languages also it is going to be support. And the next point is it contains a collection of tools that you use to code, build, run, test, and debug your softwares. Okay. So and it helps you release the software into the cloud. Okay. So you can able to test it out in the cloud9. Then you can able to release it in the cloud. And the next point is it comes with a pre-packaged with the essential tools for programming languages. So including your JavaScript and Python and PHP. Okay. And the next point is quickly share your development environment with your team. Okay. If you wanted to share your entire development details, okay, the environment, if you wanted to share it, that is also possible, enabling you to pair program and track each other inputs in the real time. Okay, so you can able to enable you to the pair program and track the each other's input. Okay, whatever the other people they are doing, so you can able to see it in the real time also. Okay, now let's jump into the official documentation here. Okay, so if you're able to see it, AWS Cloud9. So and if you come to the below, so you can able to see it the theory about, and let's talk about the benefits. So code with just a browser, you can just write a code and you can able to browse it, and code together in the real time. Okay, real time also you can able to see the data, everything. Okay, for example, so here there is a option. Okay, and here also, and here also, so multiple users can able to use it. Okay, and build serverless application with the easy, so you can able to build the application very easily. Okay, and direct terminal access to your AWS. Okay, so you are using a AWS Cloud9, so that means you are able to communicate any AWS access, any services using your Cloud9 and start a new project and quickly. So you can able to create any project, for example, PHP project or Python, JavaScript. Okay, you can able to build it and you can able to can able to do it. Okay, so that is all about details about your what is Cloud9 benefits, everything. Okay, if you have any query about your Cloud9, so you can just come to the FAQ uh, here and you can just verify it. Whatever you have done, you can able to just clarify the doubt before using the Cloud9. Okay, and if you come to the AWS Cloud9 documentation, from here we have a lot of details. Okay, if you wanted to know in depth what exactly each and everything, you can able to see it here. Okay, and this is the architecture diagram. Okay, if you are using your computer, that we can call it as a browser. Okay, and you can able to communicate with the EC2 or your Cloud9 environment, and if you wanted to communicate with your code commit or any other repository. Okay, and if you are come down below, Okay, so these are all the what can I do with the Cloud9. So what are the things you can able to do it? So working with the code in several programming languages and the AWS Cloud Development Kit, and working with the code in the Docker container, and using online code repository, collaborating with the other real-time, interacting with the various database and website technologies, and targeting AWS service Lambda, Amazon API gateway, and AWS serverless application, taking advantage of the AWS products such as a Lightsail, AWS CodeStar, and AWS Code Package. Okay, these are the advantages. And if you come to here, setting up the Cloud9. Okay, so you can able to do it individual user setup, or if you want team setup, or if you want enterprise setup also you can able to do it. Okay, so now let's jump into the answer. So you can come to here, just type it Cloud9. Okay, so what is it? It is showing here Cloud9, a cloud ID for writing, running, and debugging your codes. Okay, whatever you are doing in the Visual Studio Code, the same thing you can able to do it here also, and you can able to directly communicate here only. Okay, so as of now, I'm going to delete it, the old one environment. I don't want. Okay, so here left side there is a my environment. If you are shared with anyone, if someone is shared with me, that is also available under all account. If you have multiple accounts from here also you can able to see it. Okay, so now let's go and create a environment. Okay, and you can just make it as a my first Cloud9. Okay, just copy and paste it in the description. So from here there is a environment types. So there is a two types. Okay, one is for new EC2 instance, or if you have any existing EC2 instance, okay, compute, then you can able to use it. Okay, right now if you are able to see it existing, if you are selected, you need to mention the username, password, key, everything you need to give it. Okay, now I'm going to create a new EC2 instance and the type. So what is the CPU and RAM? I need only 1 GB and 1 GB, one virtual chip, that is sufficient. Or if you want 2 GB RAM or two virtual chip, you can able to select it. Or you want 8 GB RAM, two virtual chip, it is available. If you want any additional type, you can able to select it here. Okay, by default I'm going to select it T2 micro. Okay, I'll select it T2 small, that will be 2 to right, that's fine. And this will be instance, this will be installed on your EC2 instance. We recommended Amazon Linux 2023. Okay, so the latest version is 2023, and Ubuntu also you can able to use it, Linux also you can able to. The recommended is 2023 is the latest version. And how long Cloud9 can be inactive? Can be inactive. No user inputs before auto hybriding. This help you the present prevent unnecessary charges. Okay, so if it is more than 30 minutes, if I not using, then it is going 30 minutes later. If I am not using, automatically it will shows timeout. Okay, or if you wanted to make it 1 hour day or never, if you make it never, it will not go to the timeout mode or inactive. Okay, so now here there is a network setting below. Okay, there is a connections. One is system manager, that is SSM. Other one is secure shell. So SSH also I can able to do it. Now I'm going with the system manager. Let me show it to secure shell also, and the below VPC default. Okay, so you can select it any uh, VPCs. Okay, and subnet also, and tags if you wanted to add it. Okay, you can select it, and the following the IAM rows will be created in your account. Okay, so these are all the roles it is going to be created by default. Just create it, that's it. So let's wait for some time. So now if you are able to see it, successfully created my first Cloud9. Okay, so let's, so let me see it. If you wanted to delete it, you can just delete it, or if you wanted to open it in the new tab, we can able to do it. If you wanted to view the details, okay, so this will shows your configurations details, everything, if you're able to see it. Okay, and networking and tag details, everything it is showing. Okay, so let's go and open in Cloud9. Okay. So from here, if you're able to see it in our uh, Visual Studio, the same looks like, right? So there is no changes, right? There is a file options, edit, find, view, go, and run. Okay, tools, Windows, support. So everything it is available, and you can able to run your code. You can able to preview it. That is also it is available. If you want new terminal, it is already available. Okay, you can just close it out. If you don't require, if you want, let open it. And left side, you can able to create a folders, files, anything you can able to do it. And there is one more option called source repository. Okay, you can able to communicate. You can just integrate your any source controller. Okay, and so here as a services, AWS services, we can able to see it. If you are using a CDK, everything it is available. And these are all the dashboard details. And if you come to the year, so I told you earlier, you can able to share it to someone. Okay, you can able to just invite it. And the left side, you can able to see the environment details. Okay, all or online, everything you can able to see it. Other than that, what else? And if you go to the settings, okay, so there is a lot of things are there. Okay, here, okay, the only thing is you need to just select AWS settings. Okay, so make sure that just switch it off this credential and use IAM role, okay, to communicate with any other services. Otherwise, if you have mentioned it, you need to mention your use credential access key security. Okay, so do not use it this option, make it default. Okay, other than that, okay, what else? Okay, project settings it is available. Okay, and the user settings. Okay, and what else? Okay, teams. Okay, AWS settings we have already seen it. User setting you can able to just collaborate with your team. Notification, everything you can able to do it. Okay, so that is all about the Cloud9. Okay, so it is looks like your ID. Okay, so this one you can able to use it if you wanted to use it. So there is a lot of IDs are there. If you are using your own AWS cloud, this will be very useful to use it. Okay, that is all about today's session Cloud9. So next coming session, I'll come up with a new. I'll the same topic I'm going to cover it because I wanted to show you how we can able to run our programming languages, how we can able to use Java, Python, or Docker. Okay, and I'm going to show it. There's one more way, right? Creating an environment, that is also I'm going to show it to you using SSH how we can able to do it. Okay, so uh, stop. Let's stop the session for today's. Let's uh, I'll continue the session next another two topics. Okay, so till that, okay, bye bye.